Welcome back to another episode of
Please
Grizzly
note that
True
this
Crime.
content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K and today we are still walking around Mount Adelson. It's a giant case dating back to July 18th of 2014. I have done a total of 1 episode so far on this case, which was really just to start the conversation, start trying to tackle this case where there's already been 3 trials and this is the 5th person arrested, and it's really a gigantic case with so much. And if you know me at all, you know I like to be very, very thorough. I must say though, Donna Adelson is keeping us all on our toes with all of her requests and complaints. So we're going to be looking at that today. I know many people have sent this to me and asked me, please can I cover this? So I do have the latest documents. We do have this article to go over as well. If you missed my timeline overview, please go check it out. If you've never heard of this case before, just please check out the description box and you will see a write-up that I've done there for you. Dan Markel was murdered on July 18th of 2014. And it's a murder for hire plot that's just very big, and there may be more arrests coming, right? I know there's a lot of speculation about that as well. So yeah, and you actually got to see a snippet there when I said welcome back to it. I haven't separated the intro I made for you guys from the video I made from you guys, so that's why you saw me. It was double G time. All right, if you haven't yet liked the video, please do that and share. Hashtag Donna Adelson would be great for now. Hashtag Dan Markel and justice for Dan Markel. If you could do that, if you haven't yet subscribed, do that. And let's have a look. I'm going to first read this article because it'll give us all a really good overview, and then we're going to dive into the documents, okay? So, an attorney for Donna Adelson, the latest person charged in the 2014 murder of Dan Markel, alleged in court documents that she has been subjected to cruel and inhumane conditions in her 2+ weeks at the Leon County Detention Facility. Now, if anyone there is thinking, Richard Allen Delphi, don't worry, I'm monitoring that situation closely. I'm just going to quickly interject and say he has been moved 4 hours south to another prison. The same prison where Kegan Klein is, and I am aware of that update, and it is on my community tab, and I am monitoring, okay? So as soon as I know more, we're going to talk about that as well. Maybe that'll be tomorrow. For now, I think the situation is quite different. I think this could be someone who's expecting 5-star treatment, and the reality of jail has just hit her, okay? So it's same, but different, okay? Everyone deserve the right to a fair trial and to be treated fairly in jail. But really, these complaints are like, I don't know, I can't even eat with silverware. Naked in my cell all day. And I'm like, what? When I read that, I'm like, what is she saying? So anyway, so they say court documents allege she's been subjected to cruel and inhumane conditions in her 2+ weeks at the Leon County Detention Facility, which would be for her anything less than 5-star. I think she will call that cruel and inhumane. Marissa Descalzo, Adelson's Miami attorney, asked in a motion on Tuesday that Donna Adelson be moved from solitary confinement into the general population, or alternatively, that she be placed on house arrest. I mean, all she wants is to be on house arrest for Christmas, guys. Come on, man, this is unfair. Can they just let her out? She just wants to be there for Christmas. She'll wear an ankle monitor and everything. Wow, like, I don't think that's how it works. That is not how it works, Donna. Okay, so they say, among other things, Descalzo said Donna Adelson has been sitting naked on a mattress in a solitary cell and given no eating utensils. So she's a nudist who eats with her hands. Okay, getting sandwiches. I don't know what's going on there. Descalzo wrote that after Adelson arrived at the jail on November 20th, she was put in the infirmary under direct supervision before being moved to a small solitary unit with a toilet, a sink, a mattress on the floor, and a dirty blanket. I can't help but laugh. It's just like, oh my word. I can just imagine how she'd say it. A very dirty blanket. She has requested a book or a Bible, but has not been given anything and has been forced to eat her food with her hands. Which again, is probably like a sandwich. The day after Donna Adelson's arrival, her lawyer said a mental health official asked her about medicine that she was taking, but she felt uncomfortable because she couldn't see the person's face and wasn't sure they were a healthcare professional. When Donna made her concerns known, the official told Donna that Donna is a fancy white lady who murdered her son and now thinks she has rights, the defense motion says. The official joked with the other guards about this outside Donna's door. Further, Descalzo wrote that since that interaction, some jail staff have treated her with cruelty, including denying her blood pressure medication and preventing her from showering for days at a time. I mean, she expects hot rain showers every day, okay, for as long as she wants. She said Donna Adelson has been allowed to call her husband Harvey Adelson only once and that she has not been able to call her lawyer. The state's attorney's office has not yet filed a response to the motion. Angela Green Sherrod, a spokeswoman for the Leon County Sheriff's Office, said the agency doesn't comment on ongoing legal matters per policy. We cannot discuss the specific details of the pending motion at this time, but the Leon County Detention Facility takes the care, custody, and control of everyone in our facility very seriously, Green Sherrod said in an email. Pre-trial release for Donna Adelson may be unlikely, given the gravity of the charges against her, her attempt to leave the country just before her arrest, and comments she made about suicide. Remember that they arrested her at the Miami airport when she was on her way with a one-way ticket to Vietnam to start a new life there, which she was dumb enough to tell her son Charlie Adelson about in jail calls. So, wow. So, do you think it's likely? Do you think she's going to be released or what? She was arrested November 13th as she and her husband tried to board a flight out of Miami International Airport with one-way tickets to Vietnam. She was held at a Miami jail before she was transported to Tallahassee, which is ironic because that's where Wendi Adelson lived with Dan Markel. They were married, they got divorced, they had 2 kids, and then Wendi wanted to move to the south of Florida to be with her family. Dan Markel got a judge involved, and the judge said, no, you can't just move there. And it's just ironic that all these Adelsons are now sitting there in Tallahassee, right? So Adelson is charged, Donna Adelson, with first-degree murder, conspiracy, and solicitation in the murder-for-hire killing of Markel, her former son-in-law. Do you guys think that she is like I don't know how to call it, like at the center of this plot, or do you think it's Wendi Adelson or Harvey or Charlie? Like, who do you think really is at the center of it? I mean, Charlie's already been found guilty. When is his sentencing again? December 12th, huh? Charlie Adelson. I think his sentencing is for December 12th. So, you guys are asking me to cover that. I might cover that. On the case with Jeannie says, Grizzly True Crime. How did the lawyer know to file a motion if she's unable to call her lawyer? But it's because she wants to call multiple times a day, okay? As much as she likes, like 80 times. So I think, to me personally, in my opinion, based on the bit that I've seen, now there's so much to see about this case and learn, but from what I've seen, I think that Donna could very much be like the mind behind this plot. Right? The ringleader, Kim Watts says. Yeah, she's the ringleader. It seems like she might be, right? The ringleader, yes. You guys are all saying it could be her. To me, it's likely that it's her. So, yeah, she was arrested on November 13th. Almost fled the country and also, like, all the way to Vietnam. Okay. Didn't want to go to Cuba or, I don't know, wherever else is closer. No, all the way there. That must have been hectic to pack her bags, and I wonder if her husband will face charges too. People are saying it's likely. Adelson is charged with first-degree murder, as we saw. Her son, Charlie Adelson, a Fort Lauderdale periodontist, was convicted in the murder a week before her arrest after an 8-day trial at the Leon County Courthouse. Abigail Crochet says the whole family was involved, like the Ohio. Yeah, the Ohio Pike County massacre. That was hectic, oh my word. Markel, a Florida State law professor, that's Dan Markel, the victim, was fatally shot in the garage of his Beacon Hills home on July 18th of 2014, the victim of a murder-for-hire hit. It happened in the wake of a bitter divorce between Markel and his ex-wife, Wendi Adelson, Donna and Harvey's daughter and Charlie's sister, and battles over custody of their 2 kids. The 2 hitmen, Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera, and Katie McBanawa, Charlie Adelson's ex-girlfriend, and his link to the killers, have all been convicted in the murder. Pernil says, but she can do yoga in her cell, though. Naked yoga? She's like, I'm sitting all day naked on my mattress. Why? Why are you doing that? Anyway. So someone who knows the case well, it said to me that they predict she will probably go for this whole she's deteriorating, she's going to, try to appear to have lost her mind or something like that. And it seems like she's heading that way, right? Okay, so they say defense motion. Donna Adelson sits in her cell naked all day. So now we're going to, the gist now of the case, the overview, and there is a video that I've already done with the whole timeline if you do want to check that out, okay? That was a good foundation on this channel. Maybe you've seen it on many other channels. But now let's pull up that document so we can actually read what they said, which is this one. Yes, okay, wait, I've got to resize it for you quickly so that you can see it nicely. It's at least zoomed in quite nicely. It's 9 pages, and there's 2 others that quickly got filed today, which it looks like there's something happening on the 12th as well. So we'll look at that now as well. All right, let's just make sure it's nice and big for you. There we go. Okay, State of Florida, plaintiff versus Donna Sue Adelson. And thank you to Grizzly Cat for helping me keep track of all these documents and cases. It's pretty hard, you guys. There's so many cases, oh my word. And then Richard Allen's documents came out, and there's all this Jessica Krzyzewski stuff. It's very hectic. So make sure you subscribe so you can follow along with all of us as I cover all these things, right? So they say here, emergency motion to enjoin the jail for an independent psychological evaluation or release to house arrest. Donna Sue Adelson, pursuant to the United States Constitution, hereby moves this court to enjoin the Leon County Jail from subjecting her to her current conditions of confinement and direct the Leon County Jail to place Donna in a unit where she can prepare for trial and speak to her family, or conduct an independent psychological evaluation in order to be placed in a different unit where she can properly prepare for trial and speak to her family. Alternatively, she requests to be released on house arrest, coupled with standard conditions of pretrial release, and in support thereof states as follows. But the fact that she was trying to board a plane, a one-way ticket to Vietnam, there's no way they're going to release her on house arrest. Right? Daisy Love says she isn't frail. She looks healthy and moves better than me at 61. So they say, introduction. Donna Adelson, a 73-year-old grandmother, was arrested in Miami, Florida on November 13, 2023, after her son Charles Adelson was convicted of murdering Dan Markel in an alleged murder-for-hire plot. So that means she probably thought he wasn't going to be found guilty. And then when he was, she's like, oh my word, I got to get out of here. Run for your life. The evidence against Donna is circumstantial at best. While Donna has been charged with a crime, there is a presumption of innocence in this country. Donna is entitled to a fair trial, has a right to counsel, and has a right against cruel and unusual punishment. To date, all of Donna's rights have been violated despite the presumption of innocence in place. Arrest and time in Miami-Dade County. On November 13th of 2023, Donna was arrested and transported to TGK jail in Miami-Dade County. Upon arrival at TGK jail, Donna was placed in a psychiatric unit because of the charges against her. And, of course, because she also told her son that she's either going to commit suicide or she's going to go to a non-extradition country. She was placed in an isolation cell with a small sink, mattress on the floor, blanket, and a toilet. Like, hello, that's standard jail cell. It's like, oh my word, she was placed in this little cell with all these things. Donna did not have access to any clothes, cups, silverware, books, blankets, or toiletries, and was only permitted to shower once. She didn't have her skincare routine. Her whole morning routine was messed up. Where's the coffee machine? Although she had access to counsel, she was not permitted to use the phone to contact family members. Following 2 psychiatric evaluations, Donna was cleared within 96 hours of her arrest and placed in general population, where she was able to contact her family and attorney. Donna's mental state has not changed since the determination by the psychiatrist at TGK Miami. Stefan says, didn't she get a jail suit? I mean, is she so ungrateful? She did get a jail suit. She got a suicide smock. Yes. It was wasn't it like an emerald green? Yeah, Janet says a small sink. That just does it. So on November 20th of 2023 around noon, Donna was picked up from TGK jail and transported to the Leon County jail. Her transporters placed her in the back of a transport vehicle with no water. I mean, she was expecting some sparkling water at least. So, okay, several hours into the journey, Donna tried to get the attention of the officers because she needed water and a restroom to stop, but she was not able to get their attention. Approximately 45 hours into the trip, when the officers finally checked on her, Donna was shaking, dehydrated, and unable to stand up or move. As a result, the officers had to call paramedics to a rest stop. Leon County Jail. Upon arrival at the Leon County Jail, officials put her in the infirmary under direct observation. She was then placed in a small solitary unit with a toilet, a sink, a mattress on the floor, and a dirty blanket. She has requested a book or Bible but has not been given anything and has been forced to eat her food with her hands. Like, I don't know why she thinks that is absolutely inhumane. I don't know, man. I'm from South Africa. You know, depends where you're from, what your culture is and everything. A lot of cultures and people eat their food with their hands. She's like, this is absolutely inhumane. Where is the silverware? I just can't believe it. Oh my word. Okay, so the day after arriving at the Leon County Jail, one of the jail's mental health officials began questioning Donna about medication she was taking before she was arrested. Yeah, asking standard questions. Donna felt uncomfortable during this interaction because she could not see the official's face and wanted to verify that they were in fact a healthcare professional, but the official would not verify. When Donna made her concerns known, the official told Donna that Donna is a fancy white lady who murdered her son and now thinks she has rights. The official joked with the other guards about this outside of Donna's door. How dare they? The official then said that Donna will learn that fancy white lady murderers have no rights here, and told Donna, do you see where you are? And do you see where I am? I'm out here because I'm not a murderer. Since that interaction, some of the jail staff have treated Donna with cruelty. She is sometimes denied her necessary blood pressure medication, and she has been prevented from showering for days at a time. In the 15 days that Donna has been at Leon County Jail, she has only been permitted to call her husband once on November 28th, 2023, for approximately 5 minutes while guards stood watch like, hello. Yes, it is a jail, Donna. It is a jail. It's like a reality check for her, this. Oh my goodness. So those guards, they were standing watch. It was only with the help and intervention of the state that this call took place. Donna has not been permitted to call her counsel at all. And then how did they file this motion then? At one point, a psychiatrist working at the jail told Donna that she does not belong in the solitary unit, and another jail official also told Donna the same thing. As a result of these cruel and inhumane conditions, Donna is becoming weaker and weaker every day. And because she does not have phone access, it has been impossible for her to contact her counsel or take part in her defense. I mean, all she wants is her tablet, her Apple tablet. She wants her phone, okay? She just can't make those calls. So it has been impossible for her to contact. Despite repeated attempts to call the jail, set up video visitation, and or set up in-person visitation, undersigned counsel has been unable to communicate with Donna since her transport to Leon County Jail. Both undersigned counsel and the state have tried to get help from the jail to no avail. Precy, I'm not sure. You say she's using, I don't think so. Is she using Richard Allen's abuse defense? I think Richard Allen's ones could be quite valid. I'm on that side of that fence. It sounds like it could be. And he's just been moved as well to another prison, which is interesting in itself. Kate and Klein's one too. Anyway, so we'll get to that another time. But I just think we're actually seeing this. There's a bit of a, I hate to say trend, but we're seeing a lot of defendants lately do this. You know, either try to disqualify the judge or be like, I'm being treated inhumanely. But there are real cases of that. And then there's what this sounds a lot like entitlement and just being used to a 5-star lifestyle and now being like, oh, can't believe it. So Rebecca says, snap, snap. I need to speak to the manager. I'm displeased with my accommodations. Now, the argument is we're on page 5 of 9. It's not long to go. Donna's detention conditions violate her 6th Amendment right to counsel. The 6th Amendment to the United States Constitution guarantees the right to effective assistance of counsel. They've got citations. That right attaches as soon as an individual is arrested and held to answer criminal charges. The right to consult with a legal counsel about being released on bond, entering a plea, negotiating and accepting a plea agreement, going to trial, testifying at trial, all of that, okay? We get it. It is crucial that Donna be able to participate in her defense. Donna is charged with very serious offenses, and this case involves years of investigation and enormous amounts of discovery. The state has already disclosed a witness list, including hundreds of witnesses, as well as hundreds of pages of extensive financial records, photographs, recordings, and wiretaps, call records, cell phone and email account extractions, iCloud extractions, toll records, interview recordings, deposition documents, letters. I want all of those. I want all of the above, please. Can we please analyze all of those? Anyway, jail calls and other documents. Donna must participate in her defense by reviewing and discussing the evidence in this case with her attorney, which is impossible when she's refused communication with her attorney and left in a solitary cell while her health rapidly declines. Donna therefore respectfully requests this court to grant the requested relief in order to preserve her Sixth Amendment rights. The Guinness says, "Where's my room service?" I mean, we do not make light of when defendants are treated unfairly in a jail, but this sounds different, right? This has got a different vibe. This is like, Donna, what are you complaining about? And why are you sitting in your cell naked? And why are you complaining about not having silverware? It's just like unbelievable. I want to have my hot shower daily. I'd like to be on house arrest for Christmas. Oh, thank you. 2. Donna's detention conditions are unconstitutionally punitive. The United States Supreme Court has made clear that the purpose of pretrial detention is regulatory and not punitive. And then they give all the reasons. The Supreme Court has explained that a court must decide whether the condition is imposed for the purpose of punishment or whether it is but an incident of some other legitimate governmental purpose. Lots of examples, okay? So they say here, some jail officials are intentionally punishing Donna. I don't think by saying, look, lady, you're on that side, you're a suspected killer, you've been charged with murder. You see, I'm on this side over here because Donna's like, how dare you? I don't know if that's okay, but let's just hear it out. Even though they are intentionally punishing her with words that are unkind, okay, even though she has not been convicted of any crime in violation of her 5th and 14th Amendment rights to due process. Instead of providing her actual medical care, the jail has shown deliberate indifference to Donna's medical needs by denying Donna her necessary blood pressure medication, not allowing her to shower, and letting her become weaker and weaker as she sits in her cell naked all day with nothing but a mattress on the floor. Okay, I'm still hearing standard jail cell, and I'd love to know why is she a nudist in jail? That's on you, Donna. You got an outfit. Put it on. She's probably like, that is disgusting. I'm not wearing it. Is it Versace? Such conditions do not further any legitimate goal and do not serve any regulatory purpose. Some officials at the jail do not believe that Donna belongs in the direct observation unit. Moreover, officials at TGK Miami confirmed that Donna did not need to be in a direct observation unit. There's no reason, medical or otherwise, why she should be in a normal part of the jail, why she should not be in a normal part of the jail where she would have access to counsel and the ability to speak to her family. Given the highly publicized nature of the case, the years of publicity on social media and national television, and especially the reporting in Tallahassee, which is a small community, the tensions are high, and the community has taken a position contrary to Donna, which has affected her constitutional right to effective counsel and her right against cruel and unusual punishment. This is not fair. It is not up to any particular person at the jail to decide whether Donna is guilty or not guilty. That will be decided by a jury at trial. It is unconstitutional to punish her before her case is put before a jury. Again, the punishing is not, from the sounds of it, tasing, there's no physical punishment. It's saying things like maybe that she thinks are unkind, which also still doesn't sound like punishment to me. What do you think? D Bank says because orange is not, it's just not her color. That is not her desired palette of attire. Requested relief. Now listen to this. In order to prevent further constitutional violations, Donna respectfully requests this court enjoin the Leon County Jail from subjecting her to her current conditions of confinement and direct the Leon County Jail to place Donna in unit where she can prepare for trial and speak to her family. If she wants to contact Charlie Adelson 80 times a day, okay? Or conduct an independent psychological evaluation in order to be placed in a different unit of the jail where she can properly prepare for trial and speak to her family. Alternatively, she requests to be released on house arrest, coupled with standard conditions of pretrial release. Yeah, never going to happen. Is what it sounds like to me. Certificate of conferral, page 9 of 9. Undersigned counsel has conferred with ASA Georgia Keppelman, and Keppelman advised that the state defers to this court regarding enjoining the Leon County Jail from subjecting her to her current conditions of confinement and directing the Leon County Jail to place Donna in unit where she can prepare for trial and speak to her family. The state does not oppose an independent psychological evaluation. The state opposes Donna's release from pretrial detention. This was dated December 5th, which was 2 days ago. Okay, so we've got that. And then what just came out yesterday on December 6th is this one where they say there's 2 little documents. This one's 1 page. So let's just quickly look here. In the Circuit Court of the 2nd Judicial Circuit in for Leon County, Florida. Did I miss something there? The Angel Rock says orange is not the new black, according to Donna. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Bean says, let her speak to her family so she can incriminate herself more. Right? I think there will be a time and place for that. It does seem like it. Okay, so notice of motion hearing. This says the above numbered case, and you can see her charges there as well. So it's State of Florida versus Donna Adelson. The above numbered case is hereby set at 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, December 12th at Courtroom B. All interested parties are hereby notified of said motion hearing. A capias for the defendant's arrest will be issued if they fail to appear. So that was one of them, and then this other one said notice of arraignment. Okay, and this says the above numbered case is hereby set at 3:30 p.m. on Monday, December 11th at Courtroom 3B. All interested parties are hereby notified of said arraignment. Okay, if you are sentenced on this day, court costs and fines. So I don't know, like this is probably the next thing that's going to be happening. Let's just have a look if they say anything at the bottom of this article here. Keeping an eye on it, right? Yeah, it doesn't say anything here. So something's happening with Donna on the 11th and or 12th. We'll keep our eye on it. I just think that I just wanted to bring that to you because as grim as the topics are, that's far too entertaining. Donna, you complaining about having no silverware. Wow. So thank you so much if you joined me for the second stream. Let's see how many of you are here. Okay. Quite a few of you teleported from the last stream. Thank you so much for coming over here and checking out what I have to say about this case, which I have a lot of catching up to do on. I'm one of those that wants to watch. I want to watch all the trials. You know, it's just a time issue. I want to watch all of them from the start and be like, okay, guys, let's see what happened here. I'd love to, at some point, go over Wendi Adelson's police interview. So I'm working on that. Okay, that would be great to discuss sometime. So I'll keep you posted. If you want to follow this case along with me, then make sure you're subscribed. We follow many cases over here. I do my very best. I do my own research. I, work by myself. So some things take time. Okay. All right. Aaron W says, naked prisoners have to wear those green padded coverings. I call them pickles. Maybe that's what she's referring to. Maybe she's talking about being in that suicide outfit, that suicide smock to prevent suicide, right? Being on suicide watch. Maybe that's what she means with I'm naked. Like, not really. That's an exaggeration. So I hope that I don't know if it lifted your mood at all. Donna is quite entertaining. So I will see you in the next one, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, mods. I know it was double G time, double lives today. And I will see you either tomorrow or on the weekend sometime. If you want to see more of me, make sure that you check out Patreon because there's always a lot going on over there. Okay, Patreon. We've got pictures of the cats. I've got pictures of my Christmas tree. All kinds of behind the scenes stuff. You get little podcast episodes and voice notes from me and things you won't see anywhere else. So if you ever wonder where is she, you could check there. You could check what I'm doing for members. All of that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I never like to go, but I gotta go now. It's time to go to bed. It's 10:30 at night here in the Netherlands, and I wake up at 5. So I'm gonna go now and get some rest. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you again in the next one. Okay, stay safe. Bye.